Yesterday, August 10th, 2016, was my very first chemotherapy session. Zach was able to go along with me, which was great because he had a lot of questions and now he can kind of know what to expect. It was a very long day for the both of us. The whole day lasted about 7.5 to 8 hours. Basically, everyone was checking my vitals constantly, my red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelet count. Because if any of that goes down, then I am not healthy enough to even get the process started. What are you thinking? Me too. Three. The constant checking of my blood will actually be a normal thing before every treatment. They say the more treatments you undergo, the lower your counts may get. That is why they check them every single time. I will have the same oncology nurses every Wednesday and Friday, which is going to be kind of nice because then I can expect some normalcy. My view. Not too shabby.
So swelling, pain, or redness. If you have any of those things, then you need to go ahead and give us a call.
Okay.
And it's nice that you don't have a really big mouth and sweets. Some people's kind of stick way out, and so yours is, most people would never even notice it. That part's good. And then while I'm waiting for that to dry just a little bit, then I'm going to spray it. So it's still, a poke is a poke. So instead of, like with a regular IV, it would just be hooked up to a line. We use syringes. So these are saline syringes. They just have normal saline in them.
Okay.
And then the needle comes out at an angle instead of being like a straight needle like for a lab draw. So, that part is kind of the same. So I think that's kind of drying. So we'll go ahead and put the spray on here. A second. Hold. And we're done. How did that go?
Good.
Okay, so I put that in, and then I always pull back and check for blood.
I can taste it a little
You can
bit.
taste it. I know some people can taste it and it's like a kind of an immediate. So I flush this twice, and then when you will get your pump taken off, they will flush it again with some saline, and then they will flush it with some heparin. And it's just enough heparin to flood that whole entire line, the little cup, and then the catheter that goes up into your heart will all have heparin in it, so it doesn't clot over to be used the next time. So I need some scary strips to cover it with some saran wrap.
Okay.
Okay? And then when you take a shower, just try and stand with your back. Try not to, don't let water be on it full force. It can get a little wet.
Okay.
But yeah, just try and stand with your back to the shower. I've just attached it to the IV. Okay? So I'm going to take this out. So just put a little saran wrap over that.
Okay.
And so you are all set to go.
So that's part of it?
This is the pre-medication.
Okay.
We always do pre-med, sometimes a couple.
What's the purpose of the pre-med?
Well, because we want to give you something up front for nausea.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
So the Aloxi is for the nausea, and the Decadron helps with nausea, but also just helps with overall side effects and symptoms, at least for that first one. Once we're going, this bag won't drip anymore, because a lot of people go, oh, my bag's not dripping. So once we're started, the things that have the label on it are what's dripping.
Okay.
It's just like a prescription, it's got your name, your date of birth, the doctor's name, what the drug is. Okay, so now that's the one that should be dripping. And then it will beep when it's done, and then we'll go on to the next step.
Here, I don't feel much pain right now. I have the pre-medication going in, which is for the nausea and some of the side effects. But other than that, I feel pretty good. Just kind of excited to have this get started. Didn't hurt too bad going in. They had that numbing stuff, so it was good to go.
Time for chemotherapy. My chemo was a 3-hour infusion on location at the hospital, but it's 50 hours total, so the remaining 47 will be done at home. With a portable pump that I will wear around my waist 24/7 until Friday, when the 50 hours is totally up, I can go back in and get it removed. A man of few words. Zach, how do you feel your first day of chemo went?
I've learned a lot, got it out of the way.
On the way home from chemo, we got stuck in traffic and I just wanted to be home. I was starting to feel kind of nauseous and tired. Overall, I feel like the day was successful and we learned a lot. Once we got home, I was able to get more comfortable with the fanny pack and pump. After all, it was going to be my new bestie for the next 48 hours. This is what the pump looks like. That will be attached to me 24/7 for the next 47 hours. Not too big, but it's like a super oversized pager that when it beeps, it's not good. And I have to wear it in a fanny pack. So how it works is I have a needle that accesses my port right here, and then I have a 3-foot long IV line that streams all the way to the pump. They said that the real side effects probably won't start hitting until I get my chemo pump removed come Friday. So just gonna live tomorrow and partial of Friday with this pump still attached, and gonna see how I feel after. As always, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for part 5 and I will keep you updated on my progress and let you know any side effects.